We'll start moving the body early on. And with your legs about a foot and a half away from each other, be at about the midpoint of your mat. And with a little micro bend of your knees, we'll take a big full breath in through the nose as we shrug the shoulders up toward the ears, and then roll your shoulders down your back. A few more just like that. Inhale, lift the shoulders up. Exhale, let them release down. One more, inhale, lift up. Exhale, gentle release. Now switch the rotation, shoulders come up and then forward toward the ears or toward the front ribs. Yeah. And then we'll take one more, shoulders up and down. Next inhale, arms up, gaze up. Exhale, take your time with a little micro bend of the knees. Ragdoll your way all the way down to a wide leg forward fold, or I guess like a medium leg forward fold. And then from here, you can dangle. Big full breath in through your nose and out through the mouth. Setting your intentions, maybe setting your playlist. If you're tapping in, setting up your space. Go ahead and make the transition out of your day and into the safety, security, and exploration of your practice. Release tension in your lower back, your mid to upper spine, your neck, and your shoulders. And then meet me with the arms outstretched forward, making a big V-like shape with the arms. And then from there, walk your hands as far over to the right as they'll go as you take a little bend of your right knee. Now notice as you bend your right knee, thighs, knees, ankles, and toes of both legs continue to extend forward. Yeah, so pull your left hip back just a hair more. And then lengthen your spine as you breathe in. With parted lips and maybe eyes closed, release your breath out. One more, just like that. Maybe a little undulation of the spine as you inhale, find a little length. Maybe even a little baby cobra in the upper chest. And then as you exhale, fold, bowing down. Maybe straighten both your legs as you pull your ribs towards your right thigh, knee, and your face, maybe towards your shin. But all the while, I want you to continue to check in with your opposite leg. If it's pronating in and rotating in, keep captaining the thighs, knees, ankles, and toes straight ahead, both sides. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, float back through center, kind of dangle there for a moment. And then start to cruise over to your left side. Find a generous bend or a soft bend of your left leg. With your arms spread wide, start to walk your right hand over toward the left side. And then once again, your opposite leg is staying anchored so that both limbs or the limbs of both legs extend forward. Heels stay hidden behind your toes. 2 times, inhale, a little lift of the heart. Exhale, a little release. If you're feeling any stress in your jaw, your face, your brain, take that moment, own it. What's going on in your week, in your world? And then as you exhale, breathe it out, release, let it go. And then invite your left leg towards straight. Continue to pull that right hip back. And then bring your ribs or your face towards some part of your left leg. Keeping your pelvic floor, that's it. Your hips as even as you can here. Really nice form. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, pass back through center. Hands down under your shoulders, heels in, toes out. I want you to think goddess squat here. Bend your knees, but we're going to start with the forearms on the thighs. Maybe a little rock and roll or shift side to side. So it's like a wide malasana, but the hips are higher than just hovering off the floor, right? So it's like you're creating that fierce angle pose, and then guess what? You'll meet me in that fierce ankle pose, right? Shoulders over hips, heels in, toes out, maybe a little sway. Warming up those hips. And then find stillness, shoulders down, arms up, hips height. Stay low, arms up. And we'll hold just a little waking up of the hip flexors and inner thighs for 3, 2, 1. Hands down, heart down, straighten your legs. Hide your heels behind your toes again. And we're gonna make our way into our first down dog. So if you're forward on your mat, you walk your heels back. If you are close to the top of the space or the back of the space, you walk forward. Right, find that space, make it your own, using the fullness of your mat or the floor beneath you for support. Got all kind of lip monsters on my mat today. So guess what? That's a beautiful invitation for me to use something happening in this moment to redirect my focus right back to my breath, right? So we're practicing at home or in a different space for most of us. How can you be fully committed to yourself, your breath, and this moment throughout this practice? Catching yourself when your mind wanders, as it will. We know that's part of life, right? And in your down dog, legs hips width, arms shoulders width, we'll come right into a pull forward of plank. Exhale, down dog. Just 4 more, come forward to your plank. As you exhale, hips up to dog. 3 more, way forward, hold. Exhale, hips up, heels down. Let's take 2 more. Inhale, forward plank. Exhale to dog. 1 more to move through, come forward to plank, shoulders ahead of wrists, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Opening up the right hip, right leg goes up and back. Stack the joints. The heel drives back, let the toes open up toward the right, and you could bend the right knee as you elevate your forearms. And then we'll take a little pulse of the lifted right inner thigh and knee for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As you exhale, step your right leg forward. We're gonna come into, let's go low lunge, drop the back left knee. You know what, I wanna go for it. We're gonna come into an early pigeon. Right foot over to the left. And we might bend both legs just because it's early and we're gonna focus on opening up the hips today. If that straight back leg is too much in your early pigeon, meet me in a stag pose. Both knees bent. Elevate your back left hip. Exhale, plug it down, right? So if the knee is straight and exactly, you soften the heel down toward the floor, bend both knees, like you're doing a little, like gazelle kind of leap. Yeah, take 1 more, inhale, lift the left hip up, exhale, send it down, and then reach forward, sending the belly, heart, and chest down and out. And as you reach your crown forward, can you continue to try to pull your pelvic floor down toward the floor? So there's a 2-way stretch, crown and shoulders forward, left hip and right hip back. Beautiful. Rise back up in the chest. Be really, really careful here. We're gonna come back to a 3-limb dog, bring the left leg back, left toes tucked for support, right leg back to a dog split, open up the inner thigh just 1 more time. Maybe float your bottom left heel, and then come back into a down dog. Taking our time to warm up tonight because we can, finding the fluidity in your breath as you inhale, the length in your body as you exhale. Feeling a little core engagement here, float your left leg up and back, dog split. Open up the inner thigh, stack the joints. No saggy forearms, strong arms. And then bend the left knee and then take little pulses from the inner thigh up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it through. Coming into that pigeon leg shape. So start, drop the back right knee. Heel toe your left foot over to the right. Open up the inner thigh. I'm gonna keep both knees bent because it feels good to do so for me here. Back leg is like a jazz split. Yeah. Front leg's like pigeon. You can look up, or you can reach forward straight away. We'll take 5 breaths. So if there's anything in your vessel that you want to empty before you continue into the sanctity, the sanctuary of your practice, use these moments, letting anything spill out of the gateway of the brain, of the head that needs to go, so that you can focus on your breath and give yourself your full attention. Small ask of yourself, undivided attention for a 45-minute flow. Can you enjoy that? And then from here, from our early pigeon-like pose, back right toes tucked, elevating the left leg back to your dog split, maybe one last little lift of the heel and toes, close off the hip, meet me back in down dog. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Pausing in your forward fold, a little wider than hips width, and then reach your arms up and over your head, interlace your palms, bend your left knee, and take your left shoulder, let it dip toward the left leg. and then peel your right chest open. So the right chest is the first side to get a little pull. And as you open up your right chest, can you reach your knuckles up toward the sky so they're not melting down toward your sacrum? One more inhale. Squaring off through the hips, right? So it might be tempting to let the hips shift over to the right. Try to keep your tailbone over both heels. And then exhale, come back down to the floor. Keep your hands interlaced just for a moment. Notice which thumb is on top. And then we're gonna go ahead and switch the interlacing of the hands. Pop that opposite right heel, right shoulder towards your right knee. A little bend to the right knee. Left leg is straight or straight-ish. Knuckles up, crown forward. Oh, let that left chest get a little opening, a little tug. Exhale brings you back down to the floor in your forward fold, setting up for a few sun A's. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Let's rise up all the way to standing. Circle the arms out and up. Big reach, big lift to the heart. Exhale, a little pause for you, hands to your heart space. If you haven't set your intentions for this practice, in this moment today, take 2 more breaths. Rooting down into the earth, rising up through the crown of your head. Feel your back body lengthen, your ribs in, your core engaged, the warmth of your palms pressing into touch. Taking 1 more inhale, relax your toes. Feel the outer edges of your feet pressing down and into the earth so the inner arches and the kneecaps get a little lift. Yeah. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, heart out and up. Exhale, fold, plant your palms, meet me in a plank pose. We'll pause here. Float your right toes up and into your foot. Tap your right toes back down to the floor. 2 more times, right side will lift. Right side will tap. 1 more, right side lifts and taps back to your down dog. Same thing, second side, inhale, forward, plank pose. Left toes hover a little or a little more. Exhale, a little tap of the toes, lightly caressing the earth. 2 more, left leg up and down. Left leg up and tap, plank pose, down dog. Big breath in, smooth breath out. I want you to find your rhythm today. I want you to find how your body wants to move through 2 more sun A's at my pace or your own. Peel your heels off the floor as you inhale. Look forward in between your thumbs. Exhale, step or lightly hop in between your hands. Merging asanas right into the next. Flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, little pause. Twice more. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, surrender to your fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. 1 more for your body. You step back through plank or you shoot through chaturanga. Take your time. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Moving to the rhythm and the pace of your inhale. Next time you breathe in, heels go high as you look forward. Exhale, step or hop in between your thumbs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, deep fold. Rooting down to rise up, inhale. Exhale, a little pause with yourself. 1 more time, heart up, arms up, maybe gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold, support yourself, stepping back through plank or shooting back through chaturanga. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale, down dog. 2 breaths. 1 breath. Inhale, dog split. This time, neutral hips. I want you to squeeze your inner thighs toward each other, imagining they could touch here, but legs stay about hips width, right? So you're not overcrossing, there's just that feeling of the inner thighs magnetizing in towards center. As you exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over your wrists. Just 1 more, right leg goes back. Exhale, knee to chest, step it through, low lunge. Right into your high crescent pose. Tail down, crown up. Hip bones, ribs, shoulders forward. Shin parallel to the earth, right thigh bone stays low. Look up. Look at your right toes, reach your arms back, exhale. Just 2 more times, inhale, crescent. Exhale, hover ribs over thighs. Just one more. Inhale, come up, crescent. As you exhale, little hover. Inhale, come back up through your crescent. As you exhale, plank pose. Chaturanga or skip it. You could always meet us in down dog. Exhale, heels down, hips up, down dog. Right into the left. Inhale, left leg goes back. Exhale, knee to nose, tiger stretch. Yeah. Inhale, heel back. Take a moment, linger. Notice that the heel is pointing back. All 5 toes are pointing down. And if you have to look back to check, re-lengthen the crown of the head forward so you're not losing space in your cervical spine. And try to reach that left sole of the foot back another inch or so. And then exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over wrist, step it through. Drop your left thigh bone off low, crescent pose. Tail down, zippering up the ribs. Arms up, ribs down, arms back, a little sweep. Can you try to get your hands higher than your hips? Yeah, 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sweep it. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, lift. Exhale, plank pose, left toes back. Chaturanga. Back bend. Exhale, down dog. Building heat with intention. We'll take 2 breaths, and then we'll repeat and add on for sure. Big belly breath in. Smooth breath out. Inhale. Maybe with lips parted, exhale. How can you let the day go? Maybe you visualize any stress just rolling off the shoulders, down the arms, beyond the fingertips, and far away from your being. Seal your lips. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your nose. Lift your heels high, look forward. Exhale, step or hop in between your space. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand up. We're coming right back into that fierce angle pose. So widen your stance about 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet. Tail down, belly in, heels in, toes out. We're gonna start with releve so you can find your balance. I want you to lift the heels up, coming onto the balls of the feet, and then take the heels of your hands. Imagine you were pressing the full palm down toward the earth. Release the heels, but stay lifted in your spine. We'll take 2 more just like that. Arms continue to press down, lift your heels, spread your fingers, find your balance. Exhale, heels back down, yeah? 1 more time, inhale, lift your heels high as they'll go. Take your palms extending forward, yeah? Bend the knees. You have your Supreme's hands now, right? That kind of like stop in the name of love kind of feeling. I don't want you to stop, I want you to open up, yeah? Heels stay high, hips stay low. Pausing here for just 5. Find that balance, find that strength. Maybe you sink in another inch or so into that deep plie. I know, oh man, it's burning a lot, but we're just here for another 2. 1, heels down, hands down. Your right knee is gonna stay bent. Free your left leg over and out to the left. We're just here for a moment. Yeah, so you don't necessarily need to change the orientation on your mat unless there's a hard surface beneath you that's digging into the heel. But we're just here for 1 more inhale. Now as you exhale, come up and over, bend your left leg. And then once again, what's happening with your thighs, knees, ankles, and toes of the same leg, right? You want them all going in the same direction, never opposite directions. I'm going to come back to your front right leg, meet me in a low lunge. Tent your fingertips, rise your heart as much as you can, keeping the fingertips planted. And as you exhale, we're going to find a pyramid pose. This might be where your trusty blocks come in because for a few rounds, we're going to come through a low lunge. And we're going to lift into a pyramid variation. Let's take another 3. Another 2. Another 1. Coming back to that pyramid-like pose. I'm going to narrow my stance a little bit. We're coming into a supported warrior 3. So for me, I know I have less space toward the front of my mat. So I just kind of scooch that right leg back. If you need to go the opposite way, do that. Fingertips stay planted under your shoulders or on blocks. And then rise, left leg, hips height. And then we'll pause and pulse here. Lifted left leg, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the leg is now lifted about hips height. Hamstring curl, pull the heel in, send it out. Yeah, 5, 4, 3. So sole of the foot goes up, sole of the foot goes back, twice more. Sole of foot to sky, left thigh bone stays where it is, left leg straightens. One more, please. Sole of the left foot up toward the sky. Sole of the left foot back toward the space behind you. Hold through the inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, maybe a little rounding of your spine. Yeah? Let's do that 9 more times. Left leg goes back, supported warrior 3. Exhale, pull the left knee in towards your chest, maybe kiss your knee. Take another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. We got 3, 2, 1. So I think I planned hips, but this is turning into quads and hamstrings, but that's okay because I have both plans in my head. Maybe you guys are sending me some telepathic cues, yeah? Left leg goes back down to the floor, low lunge. Crescent pose. Exalt your warrior, staying in your crescent legs. Left arm goes up, right hand to the back left thigh or all the way over towards your left hip bone. Keep squeezing the inner thighs in toward each other and then loop the hip bones up so the tailbone isn't poking back. Take a couple more breaths. Send your energy up. One more inhale. And as you exhale, hands down toward the floor, drop the back left knee. Why not? Guys are going for it. Half splits. I thought about calling it a day on this side, but I'm feeling like you guys are a little jazzed and ready. So I'm gonna meet you there. Yeah. So the left leg is your anchor. Your right hamstring is getting an extension and a stretch. So in this kind of shape, our warrior 3s, our half splits or in full splits variations, I want you to focus on the back muscles of your legs, right? So ladies, and or gentlemen, we've talked about this before. It's those fishnet muscles, right? You know, fishnet stockings have the seam on the back of the leg, so it's very clear that area that we're targeting is visible, right? Imagine you're wearing your compression leggings with your little fishnet seams, yeah? Take another couple breaths in and out. That right leg is active. Toes are pointing up toward the sky like you mean it. Pin your right hip back and take one more deep breath in. Hinging at the hip or folding, bringing the face toward the toes versus toward the knee, right? Keep length. And then bend your right leg, back through your low lunge. Support your hands, framing the front foot with both hands. We'll meet in a plank pose, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in. And breathing out, you stay in your dog. I'm just gonna flip and face the opposite way. So I'm still opening up towards you as we transition left side. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. Grow your left leg up and back, dog split. Squaring off with the hips. Exhale, knee to nose, round your spine. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, pause. Step it through, low lunge. Coming up to your high crescent pose. And as you exhale, sweep. Inhale, come back up, high crescent. Exhale, sweep. I'm laughing at myself. Inhale, come up, crescent. Exhale, sweep. From there, hands down, coming up to supported warrior 3-leg shape. You guys know me, I'm like left side, she always gets a little remix, or often gets a little remix, right? So we're gonna come up, oh wait, I want that pyramid first, I lied. So we're gonna come into that pyramid with the left toes extending forward, the right toes opening up at about 45. You know, we're gonna breathe in and breathe out. And then a few more times, we're gonna flow through our low lunge and back up to our pyramid pose. This might be the time some of us find our blocks beneath the hands, beneath the palms. I want you to find the versions of the shapes that work for you. And then we'll take another 2 and 1. Can we pause in our pyramid here for several breaths, squaring off through the hips, pinning that left hip back, and then thinking once again about bringing the crown of the head toward the toes versus cramming the mid or lower back and trying to bring the face to the knee, right? How much space can you grow and cultivate in your body as you stretch, as you breathe, and then target preparing. Each shape is a preparation for the next. So before we're coming into those splits, you're already waking up the back of your left leg and all those muscles that support you in that space, yeah? And then from here, transfer your weight forward into the left leg. I'm gonna check my space, make sure I have got a lot of room to explore. And then from there, right leg floats parallel to the floor. Exhale, a little tap. 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg back up toward the sky. Keep lifting out of the left hip socket. Sole the right foot up toward the ceiling. And then straight back behind you. So my right thigh and my quad aren't moving. The hamstring and the glute are curling the heel toward the hamstring and out. 3, 2, 1. Pause with the right leg extending back. Exhale, pull your knee in towards your chest. Round your spine, maybe point your toes. Inhale, right leg goes back, flexing through the heel and the toes. Exhale, you're gonna pull right back in. Can we do that just 8 more times? The right leg goes back and in. 7. Lengthen, squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, oh man. Last one, bring it in. Send the right leg back and then down, low lunge into your high crescent pose. Oh, continue to scoop the tail under, feeling that lift as you prepare for your exalted warrior. Right arm up, left arm back or over and around, hard up. Squeezing the inner thighs in toward each other as you lift. Stabilizing, strengthening, breathing. And then exhale, low lunge, drop your back right knee coming into your half split. So for me, the yin and the yang of my practice, all the more has been feeling really sweet, especially during these times as we shift into, our new norms. I don't think I've ever enjoyed restorative shapes as much as I have, even sprinkled into the vinyasa or the power flow, right? So the body, let it respond, let it open up, targeting the back of the legs, and then we're going to use that flexibility when we come into our next flow. Right, so it's all complementary and it's all for you. Take 3 more breaths. Two more breaths. Maybe with eyes closed so you can feel your body and listen to your breath as distraction-free as possible. Exhale, arriving to the depth of your body in this shape, in this moment. Inhale, meet me back with a lunge. Back right toes tucked for support. Coming into your plank pose, chaturanga. Inhale, float into your back bend. Exhale, down dog. It's part of your practice to roll over the toes, coming into your down dog, giving the tops of the feet, the ankles a little stretch, meet me there. That doesn't feel safe or comfortable for you, skip it, or maybe play with one leg rolling over, second leg rolling over. And then about mid-practice flow, let's drop the knees for a moment. Child's pose, 3 breaths, giving the wrists a little break. Maybe soften the belly, part your lips, close your eyes. Last little pushes. If you need a little water, grab some water. I'm definitely gonna take a little hydration break. And when you're ready, meet me in tabletop. And in your tabletop, your cat-cow for 3, finding a little arch of the spine. Exhale, little curl. 2 more, inhale, heart forward. Exhale, belly in. 1 more time, inhale, pull your heart forward. Exhale, squeeze your belly in. Inhale, back through center, back through your tabletop. Continue to pull the crown of your head forward, sunbird pose, right leg goes back, left arm goes ahead. Getting in our core here on the mat, so we don't have to worry about it in our cool down. Exhale, knee to nose, elbow to knee to elbow. Just 4 more times, inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Pause for the inhale. Exhale, back through your tabletop. Take a little sway of the hips to the left and to the right. Right into the second side, back through center. Left leg up and back. Right arm forward, check in with your left elbow, soft bend there. Check in with your left shoulder, make sure it's not shrugging up. Front body parallel to the floor. Back body parallel to the ceiling. And then exhale, squeeze, round, contract, knee to elbow, elbow to knee. 4 more times, inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze. 3, 2, last one, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lengthen. Tabletop. Strong wrists, plank pose. Now you can stay wide in your stance or even go wider. Legs could be mat's width. We're coming in for, let's say 4 yogi push-ups today. If you want to bring the big toes to touch, that might be more comfortable for you. I'm going to go wide today, but I'm going to stay narrow on the elbows. Inhale, chaturanga. Exhale, plank. Inhale, chaturanga. Exhale, plank. Twice more. Inhale, hover your belly. Exhale, push yourself back to plank. 1 more, inhale, hover, pausing for just 3, 2, 1, all the way to the floor. Bring your big toes to touch. Inhale to your back bend. As you exhale, down dog. Last little standing pushes and postures. From your down dog, the fingers spread wide, press the fingertips into the earth. And then try to suction cup the fleshy part of your palm down and into the floor. Inhale, right leg up and back, dog split. Exhale, twist right knee over to your left side, high, medium, or low. Inhale, right leg goes back. Exhale, right knee over to your right side, high, medium, or low. Right leg goes back. Exhale, step it through. Let's come into warrior 1. Rise up. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Straighten both legs into your triangle pose, gliding into your back left hip. Right arm down, left arm up. Pausing here for just 3, 2, 1. So for my side angle, this week I've been taking a deep bend of the front right leg, bottom hand to my heart, top hand to the sky, or overhead bicep toward ear. If you need the right hand down, use it. Otherwise, we pause here, hips lower than shoulders, 2, 1. Inhale, come back up, straight leg. Heels in, toes out, bend your back left leg, coming back into Skandasana this time. Different positioning on your mat. Yeah, reach your arms forward. Take your left elbow beneath the right, eagle arms, single or double wrap. Triceps up, forearms and or palms or back of the heads pressing, our hands pressing into each other, really nice. Breathe in, breathe out. So you're only gonna release your eagle arms if you feel unsafe to transition into that front right leg, coming into your crescent pose. Yeah, like a little yogi ninja. And I have to scooch back a little bit because my wall is giving me a little speed bump there. And then from there, bound arm warrior 3. So you have your eagle arms, your crown is forward, your left leg is going back, and this time I want you to reveal those fishnet stocking seams of the left leg up to the sky. Yeah, and then you hold the shape-ish, right? You're still growing into the shape and you're breathing into it. Let's take 2. Let's take 1. You already have your eagle arms. Stand up tall, eagle legs to match. Left leg comes over and around, squat down. We're just gonna visit this shape for about 5 breaths. If you want, bring your elbows down toward the legs or beyond the knees. Yogi's choice. 3, 2, 1. And oh man, we gotta come out the way we came in. So come back to that bound warrior 3. Left leg goes back. From there, arms beneath the shoulders. Revisiting our half splits. Low lunge, right knee bends, back leg drops. You come into your half split or you make it a full one. 5 breaths. Left waist forward, shoulders forward. Hips relaxing toward the earth. For some of us, there might be a ton of space in between the hips. I want you to honor your anatomy, your capacity, and your safety zones today. So your body is going to give you parameters. Listen to that first no. Sharp shooting pain is A, just that, painful. B, it's unsafe and dangerous for your practice. So don't live there. Yeah. Take 1 more inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to transition back to that half splits with the right leg forward, left knee bent. Yeah? Tuck your back left toes. Let your palms support you, and it's as if you were going into a 3-leg dog, but I want you to walk back towards your left toes and take a standing splits. Then I want you to breathe without freaking out and being like, oh, my leg has to be somewhere, right? My balance has to be some way. I want you to just take in the shape. 1 or both hands to your grounded left ankle. About 3 or 4 more breaths to play. When you're ready, you're going to meet me in a forward fold at the back of your space, but you have 2 more breaths to navigate if you need them. Collective inhale. And exhale. 1 more, belly breath in. Smooth breath out. Now while we're here at the back of the mat, let's give the hands a little stretch before we cruise to the left side. I think we've got time for it. Yeah, we'll make time. So take your palms and then take your feet and step your hands onto your feet onto your hands. Right, so you want to try to wiggle your fingertips towards your heels and your toes towards your wrists. And then you're going to feel it wherever the sensation is coming into the body. So it's more effective, I think, for you to cue yourself internally from there. Right? I like to wiggle the balls of my feet and my toes into my hands. That really helps my wrists. And prior to yoga, I was not used to really cultivating any kind of upper body strength. So it took some time to build that comfort and that strength in my arms. So a little maintenance does and has always felt good to me. Take 1 more inhale. And exhale. All right, releasing the hands from beneath the feet. I'm gonna do my signature little switcheroo to the other side of my mat so I'm exposed to you as we flow left side. Walking your hands forward into your down dog, optional vinyasa, coming forward, maybe through plank, chaturanga, heart forward, exhale, down dog. I took a break, maybe you did too. Inhale, dog split, left leg up and back. As you exhale, twist, left knee over to your right side. Inhale, left leg grows back. Exhale, left knee to your left side. Oh, inhale, left leg up and back, stretch it out. Exhale, step it through. Let's find a warrior 1. Back right foot goes front. Arms out, tail down. Open up to your warrior 2. Straighten both legs into your triangle pose, left side down, right side up. Any variation of triangle that feels good to you. Eyes opened or closed. Feel the areas of your body that are lengthening here. So the areas of your body that are engaged to help you support yourself in the shape. And never locking out the knees. There's a little micro bend in both knees. Relax your toes. Press the outer edges of the feet into the floor. The inner arches continue to lift up. And then from there, your version of side angle. For me, I'm gonna bend the left leg and bring my bottom left palm up to my heart. My right arm up and overhead. Your hips are lifting higher than your shoulders. Complete that diagonal line of energy, or the shoulders, the crown, and the right arm are the peak here, not your hips. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come back up to that triangle setup. Arms wide, legs straight, heels in, toes out. Bend towards your back, left leg. Yeah. Reaching your arms forward. Eagle arms. I think we did the left side first round, so we go right side now. Whatever side you didn't do before, find eagle wrap here. 4, 3, 2, 1. So there's that transition coming here, right? Where we lift up just enough, almost passing through that fierce angle pose to get into our bound arm crescent pose. It might take some wiggles. Might take some breath, some focus to get there. And then shift your weight forward as you come into your bound arm warrior 3, making sure you have enough space to send the breath into your back right leg. This time revealing the inseam of your lifted right leg. So if you are on the opposite side, I'm hoping it's because you already had your left leg forward the first go round. For those of you I can see, I can check in. For those of you I can't see, just check in with your body, right? Have that conversation with yourself so we're not walking out like lopsided, right? We're on your second side. We'll take 3, 2, 1. You got your eagle arms, pull your eagle legs into match. Second leg over and around. For me, it's all right. Breathing in and out. 3 more times, lifting up or folding in what feels most beneficial to you today. Maybe not most comfortable, but what does your body need today? Do you need to stabilize? Do you need to play with those shifts of balance as you melt in and pitch your heart forward? 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Oh, coming out just how we got in. Meet me back in that bound arm warrior 3. And then from there, palms go down to the floor. Right leg goes back, standing splits. So for me, I pulled a switcheroo, but that's not right. That right leg just goes right into your standing splits. That was it. My body wanted to make it a little more easy for me, and so I wanted to switch legs because my left leg was like, I can't still be the one supporting you now. Yeah, she is. All right, so you come into that split, just sweeping the leg out and up for 5, 4, 3. Good news is if we don't give these muscles a touch and a stretch, then they'll just stay stagnant, unused, they'll get stale, tension will build, and they just won't be happy with this, or as supportive as they could be for a lifetime of support and practice. When it feels right for you, meet me back, forward fold, back of your space. Oh man, guys, so our cool down today is going to be brief. But you are in your space, your privacy of your own home. If you need to extend it, you're going to extend it. So we're just going to drop right in to a child's pose. If you need a down dog on the way there, by all means, take that. And then transition. Head hard, hips down. Part your lips, close your eyes, breathe in. Breathe out. Walk your hands back. Frame your knees with your hands and take a moment. Feel the forehead supporting the weight of your head, neck, and shoulders. From there, interlace your hands behind your back. Pull your knuckles back and maybe pull your knuckles up toward the sky. That's too much pressure on the crown, then just relax the arms down. They can even hover or plant on the sacrum, but feel that first little pull in your shoulders. And then you take it as deep as you need or want to from there. And then switch the interlacing of your hands. You choose grounding through the thumbs or pulling the knuckles out and up as hands continue to interlace. And then relax your palms down, back to the floor. Ragdoll your way up to seated. And then take one rotation of the neck and the shoulders over to the right. Reverse that, cruise over to the left. And then today I'm going to drop you off in Shavasana as some of us have different obligations. I want to end class pretty much on time. We're going to go a couple minutes over. If you need to ease out before then, remember, empowering yourself to honor your needs. Sit bones down, toes and arms forward. Make sure you have some space to recline as you roll all the way back down to the earth, arriving to a starfish-like shape or a full body stretch. Just a little closing twist, pull your right knee in towards your chest. And I'll give you an option here, actually. You can take your twist, right knee across the body over to the left, or maybe a half happy baby feels good. We did both internal and external hips today, so go wherever your body needs or wants to. 3, 2, and 1. Pass back through center, coming into a neutral shape, maybe another full body stretch in between sides. Next exhale, left knee in towards your chest. You can cross over, or you can open up, half happy baby, left side. 4 quality breaths. Releasing the shape, setting up for your final rest. Another reminder, I'm going to drop you off into Shavasana, and then you stay for as long as you need or want to, reminding yourself in the midst of all that's happening in the city, in our country, on this planet, this is your safety haven, your space of solace and support. So give yourself as much time as you need. Settling into stillness, we'll meet in a collective breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Rest your body, and when it feels right, move about your evening from there. Thank you for sharing your time and your practice with me and each other. Until next time, namaste, everyone.